Linda in her book Bijak of Kabir writes about Ulat Masi, and one of the things that she said in her research and experience of trying to understand Ulat Masi was that a lot of scholars, a lot of practitioners even would try and decode the hidden meaning of Ulat Masi, whereas she threw open or suggested a different way of responding to the experience of an Ulat Masi, where you let go of meaning. You actually let go of the need to decode, the need to understand the hidden meaning beneath, because then you're still in that same paradigm. And she suggested that the Ulat Masi actually throws your structured ways of understanding, your ordinary mind to the winds. What in Buddhism is also called ordinary mind. To shake that up, to do a googly to your mind. You're suddenly disoriented. You don't have any anchor to stand on. So there is this doha of Prahlad ji's famous, lovely one, where he says, "Dharti to roti bhai." The earth became a roti. Kaga liye hi jaye. The crow flew away with it. Pucho apne guru se wo kahan baith kar khaye. Ask your guru where will he sit to eat it. So there is no ground to stand on. There is no this side of a duality in order to perceive the other side of a duality, or there's no assumption you can take for granted in order to then give meaning or order to the world. So that's what the function of Ulat Masi is. So she suggested that it's the function of Ulat Masi that we have to experience and enjoy by putting aside our mind and trying to stop, saying, oh, this is really what it means.
Actually, it is almost like that poem, another Ulat Masi poem, where it says that 4 blind went to the market and there was this elephant standing, and they heard that well, this is an elephant, but everybody is so busy with elephant, nobody is telling how elephant look like to these 4 blind people. So they said, all right, let's try. So one goes in front, then he touched the trunk and said, well, it looks like down us, the linga of. So it almost looked like this phallus, but when it is not aroused and it moves. And then the other guy says, all right, so he touched the legs, and he said, oh, it is just like pillars. And somebody said, the other one said, oh, it's very thin and like a thin rope, because he's touching the tail. So this Ulat Masi is like this elephant, and we can interpret as we want. We can think or we can find how, but it remains still. It remains the elephant. It remains perfect, because it's Shabdagan. Shabda is the only thing which cannot be, the spoken truth cannot be divided, cannot be more into section. You cannot part it from each other. It's a spoken truth. So it's a different way we can just go around it, but never can penetrate it to come, the poem to become us. And for example, what you said right now, this Ulat Masi is similar we have in Baul, where it's saying that I woke up in the middle of the night because I saw through my window that one female cow was climbing the tree. Not tree, just like that, the date tree. Most difficult, nobody climb, even human don't climb almost, because it has thorns, and is climbing the date tree, a cow. Then there is খেজুর গাছে উঠতেছে ঘুম থেকে বেশ that I went to the ghat of Ganga, and I saw a woman riding horse and crossing the Ganga, and then I have to sing the song, then only I remember. ঘুম ভেঙে বেশ মজা হয়েছে, ঘুম ভেঙে বেশ মজা হয়েছে, একটা এড়ে গরু পাগা ছিঁড়ে, একটা এড়ে গরু পাগা ছিঁড়ে, বলি খেজুর গাছে উঠতেছে, ঘুম ভেঙে বেশ মজা হয়েছে, ঘুম ভেঙে বেশ মজা হয়েছে, দেখে এলাম গঙ্গার ঘাটেতে একটা মেয়ে মানুষ ঘোড়ায় চড়ে গঙ্গা পাড়ি দিতেছে, আবার টিকটিকিতে কামান দেখে দিল্লি শহর লুটতেছে, ঘুম ভেঙে বেশ মজা হয়েছে। One lizard is throwing bomb from south, and it is that lizard is trying to destroy Delhi.
Destroyed Delhi.
Yeah.
What is Tik-Tiki?
Tiktiki lizard,
Acha.
that the wall lizard, the domestic lizard.
हाँ,
And then there is a crow who is standing in the middle of the Ganga,
हाँ.
and with its wings trying to measure the Ganga like this. It's like I will not explain what it is. Because you have to find the meaning ourselves, no? When you meditate, you find. And then looking at that this crow is trying to measure the Ganga with the wings, and one owl was sitting on top of the tree. It was smiling.